Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Japan, my man, live from Las Vegas. What is good, brother?
Pretty good. Like I said, I'm on West Coast time, so I'm 2 hours behind, but I wouldn't miss DTL for the world.
My man, live from it, baby. I love it, man. All right, so let's jump into the show here now. We got to give a shout out, Japan. Look, our dude, Matty Ice, goes a sweep in the Discord yesterday. All right, let me just say this. Number one, no doubt, well done on any day. Number two, Matty Boy said a sweep on that slate deserves a statue or monument of some kind. Matty Ice, no doubt. And Matty Boy agreed. Well done. Yeah, because look, let me show you. Look, 1 and 2 for me, bro. All right, now Brad also swept the board. So well done. Japan, how'd you do yesterday? Do well?
I didn't bet at all, but I know that Maddie bet swept the board and Brad swept the board yesterday, so they're mopping him. They're mopping the floors today.
Mopping them up, baby. Yeah, look, mop me up too, man. We got Clay over 2.5. Jimmy Butler goes 0 for 2 from 3. So got to give some love to No Chill. All right, in the chat said, "Hey, AB, look, I love you, applesauce brain, but I'm telling you, go with attempts." Well done, No Chill on that one. And then the 76ers, we got the win there. The Grizzlies, of course, do not come through, bro. And again, Brad went 2-0 there. You know what? The funny thing is this. We were talking about yesterday that we were thinking about betting John Morant points over 19.5. Went for 21. I knew it. I knew it. You know what I mean? As soon as like I wrote it and then took it off, any better will tell you the minute that you take a bet off, that bet is guaranteed to smash. I was so upset with it. No Chill said, AB, I have a bonus football play for you. The HBCU National Championship, the Celebration Bowl, is today. Prairie View versus South Carolina State. The best defenses in their conferences. I'm taking the under 52.5. Beautiful look. All right, No Chill. Appreciate that. Everyone make sure like, subscribe, follow, all of that. And I think Matty Ice just came in. So unfortunately, he missed the massive shout out to him. But Matty Ice, well freaking done. Well done. Okay. All right. HBCU. All right. Prairie View, SC State under 52.5. Write that down. Let me star that. Appreciate you on that one. No Chill. And again, make sure like, subscribe, follow, all that. Okay. All right. Keep dropping to the chat. Say hello. We're gonna get into the show because Japan is live on scene, and I know that my man has got stuff to do. So let's get right into it. Let's get to the picks. All right, Japan, talk to us, buddy. What we got?
All right, we got the last UFC Fight Night card before for about it's gonna be 6 weeks. So after this, man, it's gonna be tough. But first up, I'm not even gonna butcher the guy's name, but he is a former Bellator champion, and he's fighting Neil Magny. Now, Neil Magny's coming off 2 strong wins back to back, and that's why this number's a little juiced. But you got to think Neil Magny's a punching magnet. This guy's going to make it happen, and I think he gets out there by KO plus 490. And then I'm getting down to Kennedy. I'm not even going to butcher his last name, but I'm going to take him on the money line. He was a little sloppy in his last fight. That's why we're going to discount price on the money line here, so he can get it any way done. He's just got to come out with a win. And then Caesar on the money line. He looked very, very, very sloppy in his first UFC fight, and he has been the only one that has beat Alex Pereira in kickboxing. So I'm playing that advantage that he is a dog and he's going to get it done. And I think at plus 176, we're going to discount price on that too. So hopefully we get 3 winners to cash this last UFC card. We won't have another card until January, and it's going to be tough. Yeah.
All right. So, okay. Speaking of the card now, hang tight 1 second because I know that you sent that over as well, which I appreciate. So, yeah, break down, man. You don't have to go in full on like every fight. Just, what are the highlights here? And I'll pull it back up full screen. What are we looking for, man?
So the biggest on this one, look at the bottom right. His name's Sean, and I don't even know his last name. But these are going to be 2 heavyweight that I had written down for the fight to end in a KO. They're just some brawlers. They're going to go out there swinging and banging. It's going to be a good fight. And one of his name is Concrete is his name, is his nickname. So, I mean, how can you not back up that name? And then it's going to be a good card, sneaky good card, not much fights. And that's really all I got on this card. I just wanted to show what we're watching tonight when, we have UFC and everything like that.
Yeah, no. I greatly appreciate it. Well done, dude. And look, Who's our boy? We got Joey Sack of Concrete.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
I'm just kidding. What's
bottom
the nickname? Yeah.
bottom right, the bottom right, the second to
Asplund
the
and
last.
Sheriff.
Yeah, yep, those two. That's gonna be a banger fight. It's gonna end in a KO. I couldn't tell you who's gonna knock out who, and that's why I didn't play it. But that line is a -250. If anyone want to put that in your parlays today, it's gonna be a banger. Someone's gonna get knocked out in that fight.
Nice, nice. You know what? I love it. Hey, Saturday, somebody's getting knocked out. That's the kind of stuff I like.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Hey, well, I don't want to keep you, buddy. I sure do appreciate it. And you're doing it on the road too, man. Any final thoughts before we get out of here, bro?
No, that's all I got. I won't be betting. I'm hanging out with family, but I have these tickets in my pocket. So let's cash some UFC and let's go DTO.
There
Thank
we
you,
go.
AB.
Oh, man, let's do it indeed. Japan, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. As always, big time. So good to see Japan. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that insight. All right, so real quick, so what he has, these are all in the UFC. Yaroslav Amosov. Whoa, I think I just got that by knockout. That's a good sign. Plus 490. Kennedy Nchekwu. Close enough. Not going to try that again. Money line minus 138. And Cesar Alameda. Money line plus 176. All right. Think I did okay there. Okay, now, what are we doing? Y'all ready? We got a day today. We got sports back on. This week has been brutal. Every night we look up, there's 2 games. Now, we don't have a million of them, but we got a much better slate today than what we've had to deal with. Japan again, dude, well freaking done, as always, man. And did it on the road, too. That was a road game right there. Japan, you know we appreciate that, dude. Well done, buddy. Well done. All right. So, as our man Big Trent Wade in the chat said, happy belated birthday again to my man Trent. Happy belated birthday to my man Matty Boy. Hope you guys had wonderful birthdays. Big Trent said, hey, going with the Army Navy over 38 and a half. I think we're doing it. I agree. Half said AB slaying the names. It's a good sign. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. So, yeah, like I think we're going to get a good game. Now, all right. Shout out to our man, Tom Fornelli. All right. Got to give all time due respect to our man, Fornelli, who's always been that dude that keeps us straight on the military service games, right? Amongst other things, right? But he's always on top of this, and it's always an under. And dang it, I don't know what Fornelli has today, but I love him, and I always think about him when we get military service games. But you know what? I want the over today. CT, yeah, let's sweep the board. Oh, I love Fornelli, man. Him and Chip. Yeah, dude, they are. They're fantastic. 100%. Like, give them all the love in the world, support, all that. Great dudes. Absolute great dudes. Yeah. Boise State, Washington. All right. So, okay. Now, Zach said Ohio. Now, also with this, make sure get into the bowl pick'em that Zach has set up. So kindly set up, Zach. Thank you so much, man. And information, all that is in the Discord. I believe today's the last day, right? Obviously, this being the first game tonight. So yeah, make sure to get into that. It's free to play, I believe, right? And I know that there's a prize and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, Hawk said Brave playing that UW game. I know. All right, we're gonna talk about this, and I would love your thoughts. Here's mine. I don't know if any defense is going to be played in any of these bowl games. Now, I'm not putting the entire bowl slate on this one, but I just don't think that we're going to get defense. I think we're just going to get points. Yeah, it is Gronk's bowl. It's what is it? Bucked up. It's something. The bowl, yeah. The bowls are they've gone wild. So, anyways, and Zach said, yes, contest and first bowl game locked today. There you go. So make sure to get in on that for sure. Okay. All right. Real quick. Let me get to the picks and then I address a couple things in the chat. Make sure everybody's doing okay. All right. So Army Navy over 38 and a half minus 115. Boise State, Washington over 52 and a half minus 115. We'll talk about all these games in a second. All right. NBA Cup semifinals. Are we going back to it? Okay. Now, I put two options here. You don't have to play both. You don't have to play either, really. But how you getting down in these NBA Cup games? So there have been two things that I've liked: rebounds and long 3-point attempts and high quantity of them. So I'm going to roll with Karl Anthony Towns over 11.5 rebounds. I'm also going to roll with Jalen Brunson over 3.5 threes. To be honest with you, I think one of these bets, like these players will feed the other. You know what I'm saying? Like this is kind of not symbiotic, but I don't know. Correlating, some might say. But I'm going to go Towns over 11.5 rebounds. I'm going to go Brunson over 3.5 threes at plus 150, by the way. His number's 2.5 over under, but it's like minus 160. So if you want to put that in a leg with a parlay, there you go. And then UCLA Gonzaga over 148.5. Look, we're going Pacific Northwest today, baby. All right. Beautiful. Green, lush, Purple Hawk country. Let's go. And let me say this, man. Big shout out. All right. Jake Locker. Huge Jake Locker guy. Massive Jake Locker guy. It didn't work in Tennessee with the Titans. But, dude, that guy, his family, all that, legit. They fit in well in Tennessee. Best of wishes to the Locker family. Look, that came out of nowhere, but that dude didn't get a great shot. He had a tough team. All right, so UCLA Gonzaga over 148.5. Jalen Brunson over 3.5 threes. Karl Anthony Towns over 11.5 rebounds. Boise State Washington over 52.5, and then Army Navy over 38.5. Okay, so we'll talk about all these games now. In the chat, we had like a million surgeries yesterday. All right, so Tina, how has your surgery gone? All right, TJ, how has your surgery gone? Amongst others, right? So I hope everybody is okay. Yeah, Jeff, hey, I got a minor surgery on New Year's Eve. There we go. Look, it must be that time of year. All right, so anyways, everybody that's going through it, hope you're doing well. Let us know. Keep us updated. But the fact that you're all in the chat is a good sign. So there we go. Okay. All right. Now, okay. How risky do you want to get today? How do you want to get down? Do you want an AB3? Do we want real quick, Hawk? His high school games were much see. One through for a TD, rushed one in and took a punt to the house and stayed. Dude, I'm telling you, that dude was awesome. His team, like when he was the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, they were slaw. Not many quarterbacks would have had much of a chance. But I was a big fan of that guy, both as a player and as a person, man. Good dude. Dad, a good dude, too. They're just some Pacific Northwest, like logger, outdoor type country boys. Yeah, they're good folks, man. Okay, so, Tony. Oh, yes, we want an AB3. All right, it's risky. It is risky today. All right? Yeah, Hawk, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000% on that. Yep. Yeah, those folks will always get love, no doubt. All right. What do we do here? Okay, college basketball. Now, we got Arizona basically at Alabama. Okay, it's in Birmingham. It's not in Tuscaloosa, but it's a home game. All right, and we'll talk about this game in a second. We're going to go with Arizona, money line, Gonzaga, money line, and Arkansas, money line. Okay? All of these teams are playing ranked good teams. Alabama's playing the number one team in the country, right? They're no slouch either. Liddy's. Oh, Liddy. Hey, you see it? Hey, hold up. Let me see if I can bring it full screen. How do I do that? Yeah, you see it? In and out, baby. Yeah. Hey, we just got it in Nashville yesterday. I had to wait 55 minutes to get it. Yes, I was that dude. Double. Let's go. All right. Now, Aubie said we call that Bammerham, AB. Yeah. The BJCC. All right. I've seen George Strait in there years ago. So, anyways, it's not in Tuscaloosa, but it's a Bama home game. Do not think that it isn't. All right. So, yeah. All right. Arizona, a road game. Gonzaga, all right. And then Arkansas here, which that's being played in Dallas. So, yeah, you got tournaments galore. All right. Those are all college basketball, by the way. Put those three together. Get it at plus 315. Yep. And Hawk said it too. Zag's games in Seattle where the Kraken play. Great point. Thank you. All three of these games, neutral site, right? But they are neutral sites. So, yeah. DJ, AB, you got a link for that? So I'll find it. Yeah, Tina, glad you're doing well. No doubt. Tony said, okay, AB3 for plus 335 on Hard Rock. There we go. Brock, oh, wow. They're playing the BJCC. Yep, they are. They are. Brock, good to see you, boy. All right, so let's talk about football first. College football, okay? We got two games. Now, we have Army and Navy, all right? And we also have Boise State and Washington. Now, Army Navy, that's Army Navy. The bucked up LA Bowl brought to you by Gronk. I'm not kidding. Now, all the bowl names have wild names. So, like Tennessee, well, the Music City Bowl's been around, but yeah. All right, so we're getting a good game now. All right, we'll talk about Boise State, Washington in a second. Okay, Army Navy. How are we getting down here? Now, I'm taking the over. Great uniform game. Avi, AB, yeah. You need to get Vineyard Vines a spot. I do. We got to. Hey, good eye right there. Yeah, that's the link. Yeah. Look, I want the over. I think, look, Navy is 6.5 point favorite, total of 38.5. Now, Navy is the better team. I mean, going for what, 10 wins? But Army's no slouch either. But we're going to need Army points. I don't have college props. I don't know if they have props on this game. But I want that over. That said, though, I totally understand. Like, okay, let me ask this: who and disagreeing on picks on the show obviously is always fine. Who's rolling with the under? Because the under is, how do I phrase it? The under is the standard, like that's the standard play. The first option, right? And totally so. So if you're not wanting to play the over here, Navy's not a bad play at 6.5. You're going to get that under 7. Rick said under in the first half. I don't hate that at all. Agreed. Again, Navy's going to handle their business. They're a really good football team, but I don't want to take anything away from Army. It's just that Army's going to have its hands full here. Japan said, go Air Force because my dad served 23 years. Absolutely. Dude, big shout out to your dad. Tell him we all said thank you. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Pop-Tarts does kill it with their bowl. See, Pop-Tarts has fun. They get the big Pop-Tarts out there. They have signs and stuff. Emilio, I did Navy minus half a point and over 31.5 minus 116 at Caesars. Also, not a bad look. Teasing this game, Adam, that's really smart and good to see, buddy, obviously. Yeah, playing this like an NFL game is pretty smart. Pretty smart. So the fact that you're getting Navy minus half a point And the over 31.5, I like that a lot. A whole lot. Because half a point's basically money. I mean, they got to win. So there you go. All right. The LA Bowl. Okay. So the first thing that we need to talk about with bowl games, and I'll get the picks back up here in 1 second. I know that we had some people jump in. The thing with bowl games, and it's been this way obviously for a while, is to pay attention to who's sitting out, who's playing, who's transferring, right? Besides the like, take the college football playoff out of it, and we even seen it there. We had a coach leave. Yeah. So understand that any of these bowl games can turn into madness in a heartbeat. Emilio said, let's get down to the important stuff. What is the best Pop-Tart flavor? For me, I'm brown sugar sugar, whichever way it is. Yeah, brown sugar cinnamon. Yeah. Brown sugar cinnamon and s'mores. Those are my two favorite. Now, I could go old school. You could give me a plain strawberry and I'd be great. But frosted cherry is fire too. Yeah, Spell Dog, you're right there. Yeah, Emilio, why is it s'mores? Brown sugar, cinnamon, and s'mores are my two favorite. All right, so okay, y'all keep dropping those in the chat. UW coach has been talking that everyone is playing, but I don't trust it. Just want the game to be over and look forward to next year. You know, I'll say this as a Tennessee guy, I feel the same way. I have no idea who's going to play in Tennessee's bowl game. I assume probably not a lot. Like I'm just, yeah, I'm ready to be done. So I don't say that to bring Tennessee into it. I say it as Hawk. I completely agree. Like I'm in the exact same boat as you. You know what I mean? So yeah, everybody understand what you're getting with these bowl games. All right. Now here's the thing. You got two really good football teams, and we're on the over, and I get it. You're going to get two teams that run the football. However, I just don't think that there's going to be a lot of defense being played here. I think we're going to be running up and down the field on both sides. So we get to test it out tonight. All right, all we could do is take our best shots at it, right? Try to figure out where we're going to go. It's the first bowl game of the year, but it's a good one. It's surprising that this is the first one. These are two good football teams, so that'll be solid. All right, let me get back to the picks here, and then let's talk some college basketball. So first, Army Navy, this is football, over 38.5. Boise State, Washington, over 52.5. See, Blade said it right there, baby. You play to win the game. Absolutely. Karl Anthony Towns of the Knicks, over 11.5 rebounds, minus 105. Jalen Brunson of the Knicks, over 3.5 threes, plus 150. And then college basketball, UCLA Gonzaga, over 148.5. Now, our man Japan in the UFC, Yaroslav Amosov by knockout, plus 490, baby. Kennedy Nechukwu, hope I got that right, money line minus 138. And Cesar Alameda, money line plus 176. All right, then a little AB3 action. We're going to talk about this right now. College basketball, let's go Arizona money line, Gonzaga money line, Arkansas money line. Put those three together, plus 315. I saw a Wildberry. Yeah. Tina, you like Wildberry? That one's great. That's a great Pop-Tart. Okay. All right. So, college basketball. Now, here's what you have today in the world, the slate of college basketball. You've got a lot of ranked games. You got a couple that are really good. You got a lot of them that aren't. All right, so Michigan State, Penn State. Michigan State, a 13.5-point favorite, total of 144.5. Good season so far for Penn State. Now, we're going to see what that schedule, the toughness. Yeah. We're going to see. Brock, hey, I'm a Bama fan. The heavy three goes hard today. Great three leg. Hey, Brock, appreciate you. And look, it's tough to pull against Alabama in this one. Like, it's Arizona's going to be facing it in all directions here. We're going to talk about that game in a second. This is going to be a good one. Yeah, look, Penn State, we're going to find out how good they are. Sorry, going to plug in. Oh, we're on 1%. We almost lost it again. I'm an idiot. Good gosh. All right. Penn State, solid, but has their schedule been solid? Michigan State's definitely has. They are tested, battle tested already. But 13 that's big spread. Arkansas, Texas Tech. So, American Airlines Center, Dallas, Texas, home of your Dallas Mavericks. All right. This will be a good split. Arkansas, Texas Tech. You'll have a lot of both of them. A lot of red and black in the arena. Texas Tech, a 1.5-point favorite, total 157.5. So, again, we're on Arkansas here, the AB3, but if you want to roll Texas Tech, I get it. I get it. They're the favorite for a reason, but it's tight. Total 157.5. Hawk said, ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good. Yes. Goated. Absolutely delicious. Yeah. After things pop out of the toaster and they're hot? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time. Emilio? Yeah. Y'all are spot on that one. But John Calipari in Arkansas. I'm feeling it. Give me Arkansas here. Iona and St. John's. Slick Rick Pitino, baby. St. John's 27.5-point favorites. Total of 163.5. CT, what's up, baby? Montana minus 6.5. Let's get it. Yes, sir, Matty Ice. St. John's fighting Howie Schwab's. It is, man. So if you're rolling with that, 27.5, big spread, but you know we got love for St. John's. Marquette and Purdue. Purdue an 18.5-point favorite. Total of 153.5. Let's see what you get there. South Carolina upstate and North Carolina. North Carolina 28.5-point favorite. Total 150.5. George Washington and Florida. Florida 14.5-point favorite. Total of 168.5. Yeah, so you're seeing there's some good, there's some slaw, and there's some in between. New Orleans and Houston. This is actually a home game for both teams. But no, it's a home game for Houston in the Fertitta Center there in Houston. They're a 32.5-point favorite. Total of 140.5. Memphis at Louisville. Memphis going through it right now. 4-4. Trying to play a little better. Louisville, solid basketball team. 8-1, 6-0 at home. Total of 15.5. Man, that's surprising. Memphis, Louisville, that was a war. Nebraska, Illinois, this could be a war. Look at Nebraska, baby. 10-0. And taking this show on the road. Live from Champaign, Illinois. The beautiful State Farm Center. 13th ranked Illinois, 8-2, 1-0 in the conference. Got to see these boys in Nashville. I wasn't at the game, but got to see them play against Tennessee, and Illinois handled their business. This team's good. So is Nebraska. This is going to be a fun game. But Illinois, a 10.5-point favorite. Now, Nebraska, obviously not playing at home, but we're going to find out. They're going to take that show on the road here. So, Illinois, a 10.5-point favorite. That's a big number. Chattanooga and Auburn. Auburn, 21.5-point favorite. Total of 151.5. Be careful here. Auburn's going to do work today. Kansas and NC State. Live from the Lenovo Center. Beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh. NC State, 3.5-point favorite. Let me say that again. NC State, a 3.5-point favorite. What are you going to do here? Blade, we find out today if Nebraska's for real. Yes, sir. And I'll say this. Not that we judge the whole season, and I'm not saying that you're saying this, off of this one game, but you're right. You know, the longest, home winning streak, I think, in the country, obviously. Boys are doing it. But they on the road. You're right. We're gonna find out. Yeah, NC State, man. You can get Kansas at plus money. Check that lineup though. Central Arkansas and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a 36 and a half point favorite over Central Arkansas. See, I'm with Matty Ice. Central Arkansas, money line. uh, Vanderbilt basketball is awesome, but I don't know if I'm going 36 and a half here. 5-0 at home, though. 9-0 in the year. Christopher lowered St. John to minus 14.5, took Montana minus 6.5 for plus 101. FCS play was real buy and play, but that was on DraftKings. Beautiful look, and well done, Brian, man. Matty, I said, the tickets are as much as the spread. That's pretty funny. Michigan and Maryland. It be played in Nashville. It's about 40 degrees, a little cold for here. I know I'm saying cold, and a lot of you folks have a bunch of snow on the ground. We're nowhere close to that. Sunny, though. It's a beautiful day. All right, Michigan and Maryland. Michigan, 18 and a half point favorites. All right. Michigan apparently is the greatest team that's ever been assembled. They are absolutely smoking fools by like 30 every night. It's wild. So I say it as everything on planet Earth says you just keep riding Michigan. But these spreads are going to be inflated and they're going to be juiced. So be careful. But I don't want to discourage anybody on betting Michigan because, oh, dear heavens, nothing says stop. Okay. If you haven't watched any Michigan, just take a cursory look through their schedule results. They have been hammering everyone. It's wild. So, Jinxie said, dang, always late. Hey, it's okay. It's good to have you. Glad you're here. Emilio, they should be number one, and Maryland's going to pay for it, likely. Yeah, and everyone's going to pay. Michigan, the Dream Team 2.0. This team's unbelievable. So, yeah, keep an eye on that because, again, if you're somebody who's, a trend better, well, there's no one. Michigan would be rolling up NBA teams right now. All right. So if that's how you get down, if you're, hey, I bet what's happening, Michigan's your team. UC Riverside and BYU. All right. BYU, they're a fun team here. Yeah, everybody said tough day to be a Terrapin. Sorry, Matty boy. I don't know. Maybe Maryland's the one that puts a stop to it. We'll see. UC Riverside and BYU. So BYU, that's our fun team. They're 34.5 point favorites. I mean, I can't endorse that on any level, but I don't think UC Riverside's going to win this one. All right, here we go. Now, it gets real in a hurry, doesn't it? Live from the Legacy Arena at BJCC. Again, I saw George Strait here. It had to be 10 years ago. I believe, Aubie, they've renovated it, right? For the CM Newton Classic, baby. All right, so Arizona, a 1.5 point favorite. Check injury situations here for Alabama. Heavily playing into this is that in the fact that Arizona are big bodies. They're an NBA team. But Alabama has the perfect counter attack to that. And it's that they can shoot your brains out. Look at the total. It's 177.5. If you've never watched Alabama, it's like they're an NBA team. They play like an NBA team. Sometimes, let me say this: if Alabama's shooting, like if they're on, they can beat anybody in the country, Michigan included, anybody. But they shoot a lot, right? So with that, what I worry about is foul trouble. I don't know if you're somebody that can bet college props, in your state. I didn't mean like, I don't know if you can. Can you figure it out? No. In Tennessee we don't have them, but um, Alabama could get in foul trouble here. And if I were Arizona, I would be absolutely forcing that. So I would definitely be looking for Arizona, just over and over. Get it in the paint, get it on the glass, right? So, with that being said, I, as weird as it sounds, I do not hate the over here. I know that 177.5 is insane. But that's what Alabama games are. Like they are Alabama's no joke here. Let me again, I'll say it. If Alabama is drilling threes, look out. They can smoke Arizona. And that's not, Arizona's the number one team in the country, right? You playing with fire with Alabama. So we got Arizona here, but again, if you're somebody saying, "Hey, I don't want to pick a winner. I'd rather play a total," I fully endorse and understand it. Well, game is going to end like 95-90. Yeah. 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 It's just, I mean, it's an NBA pace. It is just gone. And it's fun. I mean, like, if you haven't watched basketball, like much, just because we're getting to the tail end of football season, and you're somebody who doesn't mind 3-pointers, getting put up, this is your game. You'll love this game. Yeah. Z Money said, I just left my nephew's basketball game. I'm primed for today's slate now. Let's go. I love it. How'd nephew do? Little man do all right? I'll be Arizona, Alabama total plus Gonzaga money line might be a good look. Yep. Great look there. I got Arizona to win the championship at plus 4,000. There you go. Yeah, this team is very good. Well coached. They got it all. All right, UCLA and Gonzaga. Both of these teams are very good. Gonzaga, unbelievably good. So we've seen Gonzaga go through Alabama. And Gonzaga's 9-1. That one was Michigan. That's how good Michigan is. All right. Gonzaga, 10.5 point favorite. All right. Great point by Hawk. Also, neutral site game. Okay. Being played where the Kraken play. Climate Pledge Arena. Beautiful Seattle, Washington. So we're on the over in this game. And here's what we need. We want foul trouble in this game. Duh, right? We're gonna. I'm not saying we need it to get this over, but there's gonna be some defense played in this game too. All right, these two could score, no question, but these are well-rounded basketball teams. I think we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna get fouls in the paint. I think we're gonna get to the line, especially in the second half. A first half under, if anybody plays it, I don't hate it. Anytime that you're getting neutral site games, yeah. Like, okay, let me give an example. The game above, Alabama or Gonzaga. Basically, I mean, it's a home game, right? But even still, yeah, home game being your fans, but it's a different arena. And it could take just a minute or two to get adjusted, especially for a shooting team like Alabama. They could also come out and hit like the first 9 threes, but when you have neutral site games, look out for that. You could get bricks pretty early. But I think UCLA Gonzaga, I think this is going to look more like a March Madness style game. You'll get some pace, but they'll be playing some hard D too. So yeah, 148.5. It looks small compared to that 177.5 and above, but it's not. I mean, we're gonna have to do a little work to get there. But yeah. All right. So that's college basketball for today. Again, let me throw the picks back up. for anybody who may have came and missed them. Army Navy over 38.5. Boise State Washington over 52.5. Carl Anthony Towns of the Knicks. We're going to talk about the NBA right now. Over 11.5 rebounds, minus 105. Jalen Brunson over 3.5 threes, plus 150. And UCLA Gonzaga over 148.5. Jinxie brings up the Devils at home. Question mark. So number one, yeah, if anybody has any thoughts. Number two, if anybody has any NHL plays, drop those in. And again, I don't ever want it to be like I'm putting it on you all, but no, like that's not it at all. I just appreciate you. So anybody that has any thoughts, yeah. And Jeff, thank goodness for Matty Ice for another sweep last night. No doubt, we were talking about that to start this show. Matty Ice, that was a brutal slate, and not only yesterday sweeping it, but I mean just smoking it all week. Proud of the kid, man. Make sure everybody's following, like, subscribe, all that to Matty Ice, all of it. Dude's absolutely out here just torching. I love it. Our man Japan, appreciate him again. Yaroslav Amosov by knockout. This is all UFC plus 490. Kennedy Nekchukwu money line minus 138. Again, apologies if I mispronounced that. Cesar Almeida money line plus 176. Whale said, "Go Navy, beat Army, and God bless our troops." God bless our troops indeed. It's going to be a great game today. All right, now let's look at the NBA, and then we'll bounce out here. I don't want to keep you guys, but we got NBA Cup back tonight. Okay, so if you've been struggling with the NBA, I get it, because we're bouncing back and forth constantly, right? So, okay, NBA Cup games. We have two. We're in the semifinals here. We got the Knicks and the Magic. Knicks are a 5.5-point favorite, total of 224.5. We have the Spurs and the Thunder. All right, Thunder a 10.5-point favorite, total of 231.5. All right, let's talk about the first game. So, Knicks and the Magic. Knicks 5.5-point favorite, total of 224.5. I don't hate this over, even though Magic games are very low scoring. But these NBA Cup games have been wild. I like shots. I like rebounds. If you've got player props in any of these, let me know. But again, we're on Jalen Brunson over 3.5 threes, and then Karl Anthony Towns over 11.5 rebounds. Whale said Navy money line and Montana money line minus 130. Beautiful. Thank you. Matty Ice Macau Bridges over 14.5 points minus 122. Thank you, sir. TJ said Wild 60-minute line plus 120. Thank you, sir. Z Money, love the Wild today too, TJ. Love it. Jeff, Thunder Knicks teaser or money line plus a player prop. That's a great way. I think that's probably the smartest way to go about it. So, look, both of these teams absolutely crushing it. They're playing great. If anybody is playing underdogs in either of these games, actually, I don't disagree with it, right? But I don't know. I think Jeff's more spot on. I think his eye is better than mine on this. Yeah, again, OKC Knicks teaser money line plus a player prop. I agree. These games could get a little tighter than they've normally been. Matty Ice, Dylan Harper over 9.5 points minus 116. That's a cool guy's name. Dylan Harper, that's a cool guy's name. That's a cool name. All right. Spurs and the Thunder. So the Thunder are 24-1. Yeah. Obby, it is absurd. Okay. Let's go back to the thought process theory of if you're somebody who just bets on what's happening, the Thunder are your team. Whatever spread. They just lay the hammer on everybody. Okay. Yeah, like that's what makes this so tough. Is that the Spurs are balling out. Yeah, Brock. I'd bet the Thunder to win this championship this year and next year. I know, dude. So look, the Thunder on a money line, like, yes. Yeah. I agree completely. Picks. Fun fact, the Thunder one loss was on a back-to-back in Portland where they blew a 20-point lead in the third quarter. There you go. Yeah, man. I mean, again, like, I don't want to discourage anyone who's been betting on the Thunder because they're saying, AB, I don't want to hear anything. These cats are just cashing left and right. You're right. You're exactly right. So yeah, player props. Keep an eye there. The Thunder just hammer people. They're Michigan. All right. So, okay, let me get the picks up one more time, then we'll bounce out of here. I don't want to keep you guys Saturday. No, y'all got a lot of stuff to do. Okay, so Army Navy over 38.5, Boise State Washington over 52.5, Karl Anthony Towns over 11.5 rebounds minus 105, Jalen Brunson over 3.5 threes plus 150, UCLA Gonzaga over 148.5. Japan in the UFC is on Yaroslav Amosov by knockout plus 490. Kennedy Nechikuwu money line minus 138, Cesar Almeida money line plus 176. AB3 college basketball, Arizona money line, Gonzaga money line, and Arkansas money line plus 315. Can we get it today? Let's go. Let's go. Big Brian. Hey, let's go, baby. We got this. We got this, man. All right, it's going to be a good day. All right, we'll bounce out of here. Again, I didn't want to keep you guys almost, an hour. I've kept you guys long enough. So everyone have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, normal time, going through everything in the NFL. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Who's got it better than us? Nobody!